Hello, good morning, everybody. This man beside me needs no introduction. This is the pole sitter for the 110th round of the Indianapolis 500, defending Indy 500 champ, Alex Palou. That has to not get old, being introduced as an Indy 500 champ.
Pretty cool. I have to say I like it.
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
What's
No,
that?
I'm joking.
I was like, what? I thought I had that right. He's got jokes, all right? My goodness, threw me off my game there a little bit. All right, you got the best view going into turn one to start this race. You had a great qualifying day. Just how we feeling going into this race?
Feeling great, yeah. I mean, the team has done a great job on like giving us the best cars, like super fast, super good on traffic as well. But I have to say, there's 10 other cars and drivers that are like looking already the same or even better than us in traffic. So yeah, looking good, confident.
Good.
But we have a lot of work to do. Like we need to make sure we get to the last stand on like top 3, top 2 if possible, and then battle. But yeah, feeling confident.
All right, you've won this race before. You know the importance of it. You know how special it is to go a whole year as a winner. I imagine that just increases your motivation so much more to do this, go back to back, and get another one under your belt.
Yeah, especially knowing how it feels.
Yeah.
Like I think before I used to think what it was gonna feel if one day I was gonna be able to win, but now I know it feels much better than I thought, and I just want to do it again. It's like, man, I really want to feel that emotion again. I want to celebrate with the fans the same way, with my crew, with my family, and yeah, hopefully we can go back to back.
It's awesome. What's your favorite part of race day morning?
I would say when I walk through Gasoline Alley for the first time, when I'm heading into driver intros, which I love driver intros, but that moment, it's the first time that I go from like being on the garage and being like inside the engineering room and stuff, and then suddenly I see the grandstands full, and it's like, oh wow, like this is for real, like this is happening. So that's probably one of my favorite moments.
First of all, how are you feeling is probably the best question to open up with.
Man, this is probably going to be the most rested I've been going into.
Is that right?
500. Yeah. I've had other commitments, but I much less commitments that you would usually have in this week leading up to the race. But no, I feel good. It's obviously been pretty hectic for everyone involved, and lots of things had to line up in the correct way, but feel very fortunate to be here.
It's good to see you back. Are you ready to go? Well, how important is tomorrow and then obviously getting ready for Sunday?
I feel ready, feel good.
Do you?
Yeah, I like this new couch. It's very nice.
Well,
It's quite comfy.
it can
I've
be.
spent a lot of time on couches the past 3 days.
Have you?
It's a good one.
Can you rate this one with the other ones you've
It's a
been
good
on?
like 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been rough then.
it also can be yours if the price is right.
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's great to see you both back. I know there are a lot of questions easily for you two, and 3 once David Malukas arrives. So let's start here with Jenna Fryer, Zion, and then Bruce after that, and we'll work around. Bob, I got you, buddy.
Alex, the other Alex. Yeah, you. Sorry, Alex.
It's the first time ever.
Wow,
Someone's chosen me over him,
it's first for everything.
I guess.
Kelly chose you.
Well, we think.
Did she?
Go on.
What's going on? You came in on crutches.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? And how are you cleared to race yet?
I am cleared to race. I will have to be on crutches because it's a non-weight bearing injury, but fortunately to drive a race car, you don't have to bear weight. Range of motion's good. Pain is minimal. Swelling, as you can see, I fit into my race boot, so we're good to go.
You don't use that foot at all in the car, or you do?
We sure do.
I'm just asking.
I guess I used it a little too much on Monday. Just out there getting it.
And what happened Monday?
Actually, the opposite of that. It's a little bit of a weird one. I don't know that there's a specific answer. You know, the Speedway is a punishing place for any sort of. It minimizes margins, I think, and we just were a little bit too far out of that window. It's the way it goes around here sometimes, and unfortunate, obviously, to have it happen, but in some ways, incredibly fortunate that it happened on a Monday after qualifying, where the ultimate true car speed isn't as important. Very fortunate it didn't happen on carb day, so the team has had quite a bit of time, unfortunately for them, to rebuild a car. from scratch, but it's the car that I raced last year. It's always been a speedway car. So, as I said, a trying couple of days for everyone involved in the 20 car, but also it'll be a very rewarding one if we can accomplish what we think we can on Sunday.
Back here at the Speedway with 2022 Indy 500 champion Marcus Ericsson. Appreciate your time as always. I can imagine race day never gets old, right? What's your most favorite part about it?
There's a lot of cool things with it. I think always the presentation, walking out on that stage and just looking around you and seeing people everywhere. It's just like, it's a really pinch me moment for me every time I do that. And then of course all the flyovers and everything back home again, you know, like all those things that's going on before the race is super special. But it all builds up to one thing, it's the start of the race. So, yeah.
Now, 4 years ago, you did win this thing. How much have you been chomping at the bit to get that feeling again?
I mean, the good thing with winning this race in the past is that I know how it needs to feel to be there, you know, and I feel like we've done a really good month. We have a good race car. We're starting a little bit further back than I would have liked, but still feeling really confident in my race car. So just trying to get that feeling when we go into race day is the key here.
What is kind of on top of the key, what does it take throughout the grinding hours that are out on that track to be able to get that done?
I think you need to be patient. It's very important to do this month step by step, build up to it. You're going to have your bad days, your good days, and ups and downs. But you're just going to stay level-headed and have sort of just focus on race day, you know, and focus on that sort of last part of race day as well, because that's when it matters. So it's about, you know, trusting yourself, trusting your team, and believing that you can do it. I think that's the keys.
What is kind of the routine on race day mornings? What do you try to soak in the most?
I mean,
a lot.
yeah, there's a lot going on, and I think, you know, I have always family here, so try and spend a little bit of time with them, but then just get into my bubble. Of course, enjoy the atmosphere as well. I think it's important to do that because it is truly the best place in the world on race day morning here. It's just something magical about it. So I try and balance that with the sort of tension and sort of your build up within yourself, but also try and enjoy what you're actually doing. So it's a balance, but I feel like every year I feel very lucky to be able to do this, and you know, I try and, like I said, always focus on performance, but also try and enjoy it.
Hey everybody, welcome back here to the Speedway. Standing here beside the man who's starting fourth in this year's Indy 500, that would be Meyer Shanks' Felix Rosenquist. Felix, appreciate you making some time. All right, you've been fast all month. I mean, practice, qualifying, fast car. You feel good about your car. How's the month gone? How are you feeling with the anticipation leading to the race?
It's been good. It's been a fun month. I definitely enjoyed, tried to enjoy all of it, and you know, car's been rolling well. The team's done an incredible job prepping it, and it's been, as you said, good. Every session we've done, I don't think we had any big concerns or problems. It's been pretty smooth. But one thing I learned here about Indy is if you relax, then it'll bite you. So we're still, you know, a little on edge. We're trying to
the
stay
right amount.
Yeah, the right amount. We'll stay focused, and but yeah, it's nice to be here for the 8th time. You definitely feel a bit more comfort in being experienced. You know, you kind of. I've gone through a lot on this track, a lot of different things, crashes and good memories, bad memories, you know, strategy calls, everything. So it's good to have that, you know, with you in the car.
Yeah, have you been blaring Morgan Wallen all month? You've been learning his songs?
A little bit, yeah.
The whole album, everything?
Not really. We definitely been playing it a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how many fans has come up to me and just like asking about if he's going to be here. And he had the concerts here in 2 weeks ago.
Perfect timing. I was expecting you on the walkout there.
I know. We had a
missed opportunity.
We had a baby like 3 days before.
That doesn't matter.
So we were like,
That's nothing.
you know, we had other things to do. But no, it's really cool to see the support we've gotten.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this man became a father earlier on in the month. Been changing a lot of diapers. How's the balance been between fatherhood and gearing up for a huge race?
It's been great. I mean, I have to thank my wife, Emil, for, you know,
Smart man.
She's definitely a rock star back home right now. But she's loving it as well. We were like over the moon for this.
Yeah, of course.
This child we've gotten, and it's so much fun. Like it's like the first time in my life I actually had to. Like, I'm a very competitive person, but I've always been, you know, racing, and now you have to learn like a new skill, and it's super cool. Like
Nothing
it's,
prepares you for it.
No,
really,
but
right?
you have to, right? Like you have no choice but to become really good at being a father, and I love it. Every day I learn something new, and it's like, okay, you can do like little tricks with the diapers, and how to get her calm when she's crying and stuff. So I love it. I think it's actually made me a better driver because now when you come home, you have nothing to really like.
Right.
It's like you have your family.
Switch
there.
flips,
Yeah,
right? A little bit.
There's no reason to bring your racing life into your house, so, which maybe I've been guilty of doing in the past.
Who among us, right? Race day morning, what keeps you centered with the huge task on your hands to keep you kind of level during it all?
I just like to hang out with my team members, my engineers, my mechanics, just kind of keep it. I think it's a little bit like when you're, I don't know, I haven't been to the military, but I guess you just go through your procedures in your head. Like let's say you're jumping out of a plane. Like you just want to make sure you have your gear ready, like your little things, what you're gonna do, go through it, like repeat it in your head. Yeah. So that keeps me calm. I just keep repeating. I probably sound like a broken record to my engineer, but I just keep repeating stuff like what's the wind, what's the track temperature, what's pit stop procedure, stuff like that.
Yeah. If you're prepared, everything else kind of just falls into place, right?
Yeah.
This track chooses its winner, and we'll see if it's Felix Rosenqvist. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Starting P4, headed 110th running of the Indianapolis 500.
Back here at Speedway with David Malukas, starting on the outside in the front row, P3. David, I want to ask you, I can imagine the momentum has been pretty strong since last year. Second place finish, now you're near the front. How are you feeling heading into race day?
Feeling very confident.
Yeah.
Very strong. This car has been incredible. The team did a fantastic job to get this car where it needs to be and make me feel comfortable. Made my job very easy out there. All the practice sessions we did, race running, qualifying trim, it's been very strong. And yeah, everything is looking up. I think it's a different type of nerve when things are all kind of clicking together and you're like, hey, we actually have a good opportunity to get this done. So I think it's that different. It's a good type of nerve that we have.
And then, of course, race day, this is your fourth race here at IMS. What makes it so special to you now entering the fourth race that you have here?
What makes the Indy 500 special?
There's a lot to choose from.
There's a lot to choose from. For me, I would say, this is the one race that you never truly get used to. When I came here in 24 is where I actually truly built a very strong connection. I came here as a little kid, couldn't really remember much, but coming in 24 when I had my wrist injury, I was outside of the car. And it was honestly my favorite Indy 500 because first I wasn't stressed out of my mind the whole month and losing years off my life, but I was actually able to enjoy every moment from it and seeing the fan connection. And when I walked down Gasoline Alley, feeling that energy, seeing 350,000 people in unison, either going silent or cheering, roaring, shaking the whole. You don't feel that in the car. Mm-hmm. So it really made me appreciate why this race is so special and how it's just so memorable. When you come, the amount of goosebumps I got, it was just surreal and unreal. And then coming back 2025, 2026, I truly had this connection of like, wow, this race, it's one of a kind, nothing like it. And it always makes me want to come back and achieve my dream.
Yeah, and of course, first year with Team Penske, how's that sort of helped with everything?
It's been awesome, man. It's been my second family. I love it. I love every single day. And so far it's been really good. We've had many good days leading up to this season, leading up to this month. But even if there wasn't a good day and we had a bad day or an off day, whatever it was, I just love being with this crew. They make me feel like family. We're having a good time. Everybody is just gelling very well together. The chemistry is there. And it's just this perfect balance of, hey, we're disciplined, we're competitive, we want to get results. But at the same time, it's this family feeling. We're all having a good time. We're doing what we love. And just having that connection is something that you truly want to strive for and achieve.
For sure. Waking up race day morning, what are the nerves like as you sit and wait? Maybe what's the hardest part about waiting just to get through and sit in your car?
Well, that's the worst day for overthinking. It's a lot of nerves. Look, for me, the most stressful days of the whole season is Indy 500 qualifying day and then Indy 500 race. But, I actually work with the mental coach, and we go through a lot of strategies on how to really get into the zone, right? It's this. It's kind of funny, but I mention it. It's like that Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana moment where you're trying to flip almost a different person. You think of other sports, the athletes, they have time to reset, recalibrate, go to the locker room, get ready before they go out into the court and go into game zone. When for us, we're there, we're interacting with the fans, with the family, and it's obviously it's all good and every that we love it. But now, helmet on, 5 minutes later, you're going green. Indy 500, biggest race of your whole life. Yeah. So we actually work a lot on how to stay present, obviously go through these little cues to, in those 5 minutes, helmet goes on, I'm now fully switched out. And I mean, I hear my family tell me all the time that they'll see me, once I start getting the balaclava on, get the helmet on, and they're like, you look like a completely different person. I don't even recognize you, and that's the goal that we try to achieve.
Well, we're looking forward to watching you come Sunday. David, appreciate you. Best of luck. P3, David Malukas, sitting at the front row of the Indianapolis 500.
This man beside me, 4-time Indy 500 champ, Helio Castroneves. Doesn't look a day over 30 over here.
Thank you.
One of the most positive people we know on this in this pack. There's no question about it. All right, race day.
Yep.
How are we feeling about it? It's here. What are the emotions going into it?
Feeling great, and each year is different. In fact, someone asked me, what's the difference? You come in so many years here, and I was just sitting just before going to qualify, and the heart was beating a little stronger. I'm like, that's a little feeling, a different feeling that I normally have to. But it's because it's the Indy 500. It's something different. I feel and I see the preparation of my team, the Eclipse Machine guys and girls were able to prepare this car during the off season so hard, and I feel that it's right there, ready to go, and we have a great opportunity. So right now we gotta go through the 500, obviously, but the opportunity is there. We just gotta know how to make it happen.
When you hear that introduction, 4-time Indy 500 winner, you're the only guy in the field who has a chance to make history. I know we've talked about it before, and you're probably sick of talking about it.
No,
but
not at all.
What does that mean to be introduced that way and to have this opportunity?
Yeah, it's different. It's special. I always say that this place here, it's not the 500. The race it's one thing, but it's more than the race. It's generations of generation. People coming here when their grandfather used to bring them, and now they're bringing their kids. It's part of their lives. Now imagine you seeing history happening. So that's how I see it. And when you're getting closer, when you're getting excited, and that's how I get that energy coming to me. I'm just blessed person to be the one representing that, and hopefully we can make it happen.
That's pretty awesome. History on the line, no question about it. What does your race day morning look like? It's 26th Indy 500, is that correct?
Yeah, it changes.
What does it look like for you? You got this down pat.
In the past, I didn't want to talk to anybody, and then you're like, let's go a little bit, relax. I feel that you're going to say hello to friends, talk to a little bit of the sponsors, maybe some of the press. It's just normal day. You don't need to treat anything too different, right? Now, when you get into the, after the driver's intro and you get into your car and when you start playing the national anthem, that's when the show time starts. Now we're like, okay, stay away from me because I'm ready to go.
You're in the arena. It's time to go.
That's right.
Helio Castroneves, Drive for 5 continues. Best of luck to you, sir. We're certainly cheering you on, no question about it.
Here at IMS with Christian Lundgaard, winner of the Grand Prix a couple weeks ago here on the road course. Let's go back the last couple of weeks then. You get that victory. What's the confidence level feeling like?
No, it's good. I think we've worked hard on a lot of things. Obviously, we have Ryan coming in for the 500, which I think has been good for us. Just the verifications, the clarity, some of the I'm not going to say stupid questions, but the questions that we wouldn't normally ask, right? Just from the experience that he has, and I think that's been great for us, and I think that's even helped motivate the team even more. Obviously, the win was great for us, just as a morale boost, I would say. Yeah. But again, it's 2 weeks ago now. We're moved on. This is the one that we want to win, and I think that's where full focus is.
And what is it about race day that makes it awesome? I know there's a lot of things to pick from.
What doesn't make it awesome?
Exactly.
Right?
So is there anything that you can kind of pinpoint, mark out that is maybe one of your favorites on race day?
I think the walk through Gasoline Alley is probably where it really starts for us. Yeah. Obviously, we have a bunch of media in the morning, which is fine. Obviously, you wake up and you know that you're in the game now. Yeah. It's obviously a very early start. We have the cannon in the morning, which is always an annoying one. It wakes us all up. But I think once we walk through Gasoline Alley, that is when we're suited and booted. We're ready to go. We're going to walk in with friends, family, partners, the team. And and then obviously we got the driver introductions from there on, and just seeing the cars on the grid. As you're walking through Gasoline Alley, the grandstand's packed already then, and everybody's as excited as we are.
Get some goosebumps a little bit waiting for it.
Oh yeah, some butterflies.
There you go.
Butterflies are there.
What would you say the hardest thing is waiting that long, waiting to get into your car and get out onto the track?
I mean, the worst is obviously the weather delays we've had in the past 2 years. Doesn't look great this year either, unfortunately. There may be some rain again. But I think what's so difficult is really changing that mentality to knowing that, you've done all the work. Now you have what you have. But you're still, in many ways, just as nervous as the first time you ever drove around here, which is such an interesting feeling, because you know exactly what you're doing, but it's that X factor.
For sure.
Of just 300,000 eyeballs staring you down, just looking at what you're doing. And obviously they're here for the show. They're here to be a part of that history, which you don't always think about. But I think it's such a pleasure for us drivers to be out there getting to do what we love most, and putting on a show for a bunch of people.
And then, Christian, what would it mean to you personally to be a winner of the Indianapolis 500?
Where do I start?
Yeah.
No, I think it's the path to success, right? And I think it's ticking off the box of goals. But ultimately, obviously winning the GP already was kind of like, oh, okay. We've been so close to winning so many times.
Right.
It took me 3 years from win 1 to win 2. I hope it doesn't take another 3 years. We can change that really fast in the month of May, and I think it will mean more for the team. Obviously for Zach as well. He really wants to complete the Triple Crown. Obviously we got the Hyper program coming up and running next year, and obviously racing in F1. But I think just for the brand, to get back in there. But for myself, it's proving that I've done it.
Well, you got one win under your belt here so far this year. Let's see if you can make
the
it
wrong
another
way,
one.
though, unfortunately.
But win's a win regardless, right?
Exactly.
All right, Christian Longard, Indianapolis 500, the 110th running of that coming up shortly.
I'm standing here with Arrow McLaren's Ryan Hunter-Reay, 2014 Indy 500 champ. How are you doing, sir?
Great,
Thanks
man.
so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. All right, kind of coming up to race day. How are you feeling about the month so far, and specifically being with Arrow McLaren as well?
Being with Arrow McLaren's just been a tremendous opportunity from the beginning. I've been with the team, kind of embedded in the team from the very start of the season, even the preseason tests, and I know everybody there. I'm well acquainted with how the team works, so I don't even really feel like a one-off. But this is it's great to be able to drive the number 31 Prize Picks Chevy is just an amazing opportunity, and I'm happy with the race car. I hope we get Carb Day in for the fans. Carb Day is such a special day here, and for the pit crews as well for that pit stop challenge. So, but you know what? It is what it is. Mother Nature will not negotiate.
Control the controllables, right?
Yep.
All right, so it's been 12 years since you've won this race. What do you remember about those feelings associated with finally getting to the mountaintop at this race course?
I just remember a sudden rush of all emotions just coming. It was like a culmination event of my entire career, coming to a head at that point. Having flashbacks of working on my go-kart with my dad out the back of the truck and trailer at a go-kart, track, to crossing the Art of Bricks here with my fist in the air was pretty cool. And unfortunately, I've come close again to doing it and having it ripped out of my hands. So we definitely do have unfinished business here.
Yeah, what is that motivation like going into this race every single year? What's your race day morning routine like, and what just gets you going about this place so much?
There's so much energy about it, right? On race day morning, the fans, you could hear it in the air, the bagpipes going, and it's a wild feeling. And I'm thankful the race doesn't start, somewhere around 3 p.m. because with a midday start like that, the morning goes by pretty quick. You get your strategy meeting in, you get your, any last bits that you need to take care of, and you get out to the grid for driver intros, and it's time to put the helmet on and get in the car.
How excited are you for race day?
Can't
it's almost
wait.
here.
That's what it's all about, man. This is it.
Back here at the Speedway with Kiffin Simpson as we are now moments away from the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500. Kiffin, what are the nerves like as we get a little bit closer and closer to going out on the track, seeing the green flag, all that good stuff?
Yeah, still feeling good. I think we've still got a lot of time till we're actually in the car. So, still got practice tomorrow to look forward to, and make sure we get everything as dialed in as we can. And from there on, we just have a nice little rest day on Saturday. Well, somewhat of a rest day on Saturday, and get ready for race day.
What's kind of the level of confidence? You've had the last few weeks, you've had the practices, you've had qualifying. With the race coming here, where is that confidence level like?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think all three of the cars in the Ganassi camp, we're all feeling pretty solid.
Yeah.
The team's done a great job through the whole offseason and through the last couple of weeks to really get these cars in a great spot, and I'm super happy with how we've done, and this is probably the most comfortable I've been going into a 500 and going into a race, so I'm super happy about it.
Then what is it about race day that just gets the juices going, so to speak?
I mean, everything, It's 400,000 people in the stands. That's what really gets it going, and that's what really brings the energy and all the tradition around it as well, and the pre-race ceremonies, there's nothing like it.
Then what would it mean to you personally to drink the milk at the end, be a winner of the Indy 500?
Yeah, it'd be incredible. I mean, that's the dream, right? That's what we're all here for, and we're all going out there to try to put our hat in the ring to win this thing. And it's it's a difficult race, but if I could be the one, that would be incredible.
Back here at the Speedway with Scott McLaughlin. Scott, I want to just kind of get this one out of the way first. We go back a year ago. Tough time for you on the pace lap there. What have you reflected on maybe most in the last year, if you haven't kind of just put it in the rearview mirror, so to speak?
Oh, no, I definitely haven't. I mean, I don't think you could until you get back and race again. I mean, the sad thing for me was, like, I haven't raced 500 for about 2 years, which sucks, and I'm really excited for Sunday. But, at the end of the day, it's I feel like it's given me a lot of perspective and made me want it even more, I guess you could say. But at the same time, it's just proven how good of people I have around me and the team I've got, and they've still got my back, and we'll come back, we're strong again, we're qualified well, and outside of row 3 with a really good shot at it, so really excited for it.
What is it about race day that just gets the blood going a little bit?
I think it's just like the traditions, and for me, a lot of the reason I'm a US citizen is because of this race, the pageantry and like, when you hear taps and 400,000 people are like quiet, it's incredible, So, I'm very lucky and blessed to be able to race in this race, and I'm excited to try and win it on Sunday.
Well, what is going to be the hardest part about waiting and building up to that moment of having to go?
Yeah, look, it's just so much anticipation, like you're going over the start in your head, you're going over your first stop in your head, you're just really thinking about things, and not only that, you're not just doing that on race day, you're doing that all week now, I'm thinking about it on the way here, like about what's going on, and obviously the year that I had last year, it's like it's probably double what I'm thinking about, so, but look, I'm stronger for it, and I'm just excited for what's ahead.
The last month or so, how's it gone? Where is that confidence level at with you?
Yeah, look, confidence from a car speed perspective is really high. We blew an engine one of the first days of practice, so we're a little bit behind the 8 ball on what we're completing our list in terms of what we need to do, but at the same time, if we have a solid practice here tomorrow, if the weather gods are good, we should be able to tick that off pretty quickly and be really set for the race. But everyone's going to come in here and they're going to say, we can win the race, we can, and you've got to have that attitude. But, I feel the best prepared, I guess you could say, that my 6 years of doing this, and there's no reason why we can't go and execute.
What would it mean to be number one at the end of the race come Sunday?
Everything. A life-changing moment for me. Done a lot of cool things in my career, but this would be just incredible. And I owe this race really for my career here. I came here in 2016 and watched Alex win, and I was just a racing driver from Australia at that point, but it made me want to be here, and now I'm here. I just want to try and make it happen, but we'll see.
Staying here with the two-time Indy 500 champ, Joseph Newgarden, Team Penske.
Great to see you.
How are you doing? You doing all right?
I'm great.
You ready for race day? It's almost here, and just what are your thoughts and feelings associated with why this is so special and just the anticipation leading up?
Well, it sort of speaks for itself. I mean, it's the Indianapolis 500. It's the greatest race in the world, and I'm very excited to get to race day. I'm sort of looking to fast forward time. It's middle of the week. Middle of the week on race day, I'm just ready to get to the main event. But we feel good. I think our team's in a good spot. And, it's about giving yourself an opportunity. That's always what this race is. And we're ready to do that. So let's see what Sunday brings for us.
You're starting P23. The first time you won this race, you started P17, if memory serves. So you know what it takes to win from middle, back of the pack. What are your thoughts about just starting P23 and what's going to take on race day?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so much that can happen in this event that it's really not where you start. It's the way you run the race, it's the cadence, it's the decision making. That's what makes the difference. And for us, I think we know what we want to do strategy wise, and how we want to run the race. So I'm less concentrated on where we're starting and more about how's the car and what's our plan. How are we going to execute on the day? And I know we can get to the front. I really do. We got a lot of time. You always do. I mean, 500 miles is a lot of time to win from anywhere. So, yeah, we're prepared.
All right, you know what it takes to win this race. You know how to get focused on race day morning. What's your favorite part of race day morning?
I love that. They leave us alone on race day morning. It's the one time Team Penske leaves us alone.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's like it's race day. They let us I'm chilling out. I'm hanging out with my family. And I'm getting ready to walk out when it's time. Yeah. So I sort of love that. I used to watch. It's a bummer. We don't have the Monaco Grand Prix on. Normally when I get up, I watch the Monaco Grand Prix. It's the coolest day in sport. You have Monaco Grand Prix, then we get to run our race, and then you have the Coke 600 at the end. So, that's normally what I've been doing, but we don't have that this year. So we'll have a little different program.
All right.
Oh, very high. I'm so excited. Hoping the weather holds, hoping, everything in the car is good, and we're just ready to go out there and see what happens.
How do you like the month? I know you were pleasantly surprised maybe on qualifying, and it went really well, so good starting position.
Honestly, this has probably been one of the smoothest months I've had around the Speedway. I've had a month like this in 2023 as well, and, normally when they go this good, you stay there, you do your best what you can on Sunday, and hopefully this track chooses you.
Yeah, what's it going to take on Sunday? I mean, there's so many variables I know, but just what are you kind of looking forward to be like, this is going to put me in the best position?
I think on Sunday, just being ready to overcome kind of whatever's thrown at us. It's such a long day. There's so many different things that can happen. The pits, yellows, cautions, timing, you name it, unlucky stuff. Just being able to mentally get over and overcome all that stuff that day. And, yeah, I think if we're there standing in the end, we'll be fighting to win.
What would it mean to you to win? Do you take yourself?
I don't even think you put that into words. So I think there's so many things that are going right this month, this year, that it'd be incredibly special. Wouldn't even know where to begin.
It's been a lot of fun this month. Just trying to take it slow. I don't want this month to go away. It's a really enjoyable time of year. And just all the events and all the people and the fans, getting to interact with everyone here is so fun. So, definitely ready to go. I mean, I'm very excited for Carb Day, too, because I really just want to get back on track one more time. It feels like Monday got cut a little short, so it would be nice to just get back out there and let it rip for a couple stints. But either way, I mean, I feel like we could go racing right now and be really competitive. So just honored to be in this car and in this position, and we're ready to execute our plan on race day.
Has anything been crazy different about this year? I mean, you've been around the last couple of years, but consistently this year just feels like it's a little different.
Just the one thing about our car is that no matter what trim, no matter what condition, no matter what temperature, it's just been good, and I can't say that for many years. That you could go to one day and you might be running the same setup, but it's just a complete battle all of a sudden. Whereas like this car hasn't given me that feeling. It's just been comfortable to drive. I've been able to do what I want with it, and that's a luxury, and not a lot of people can say that during this month. So we want to keep that feeling going, obviously.
What's your favorite part of race day? Morning or anything a part of that day?
I love race morning. I mean, it's the coolest thing ever. I love going to the snake pit. That's by far my favorite part. I mean, it's just such a fun ride. The ride there is actually a lot of fun because you truly get to, you go down by the golf course, down that road, down the back straight, and you see how many people are starting, who are already there at 9:45 in the morning, 9:30 in the morning. And, if they notice that we're coming, we're obviously hustling there and hustling back. But it's just cool to see how many people are there already and how the energy's getting exciting, and that's usually my favorite part.
joined now with 2008 Indy 500 champion Scott Dixon. And Scott, I want to start with this. For the amount of success that you've had in this race, sometimes it feels like it's hard to say you only have one. You've been so close. But I want to see, what does that say about how difficult this race is to getting back to the mountaintop here?
Yeah, I feel honestly very fortunate to at least have the one. I think there's been some amazing, driver team combos throughout the years that unfortunately haven't had, the chance to win here and, to be on a short list of, I don't even know what it is, 70 people maybe now, 71 or something like that. To have that victory is huge. But yeah, I think you touched on it. It's one of those races. I think even if you have an exceptional race and one that's perfect, that really just gives you a shot at trying to win it. This year I think there'll be 5 to 10 others that may be in that same situation. So yeah, I think unfortunately, you remember the close misses. I think I don't know how many times I've finished second here, maybe 5 times or something like that. Those are the ones you remember more, unfortunately, than the win.
Then of course race day, such a massive thing. There's so many things going on, but are there anything in particular that you look forward to the most race day morning?
I think race day morning, honestly, it's probably the national anthem and getting in the car. I think the whole lead up, it's fantastic to, in my case, walk out with my family, gasoline alley, go to the green room and go through all that prep. But, you're still then stuck in with the other 32 drivers and, who's going to win and all that kind of stuff. But no, I love the point of actually just, about to get into the car, getting in the car and getting ready to race.
And then lastly for you, Scott, what would it mean to get back in victory lane there, close to the Borg again?
Yeah, it would mean everything.
Yeah.
It's what all of us are here for. Whether it's the team owners to the partners, the sponsors, the fans. It means everything. I think, and having had tasted it the once, you just want it that much more. So I'd be very happy.
Kyle Kirkwood. Kyle, race day is upon us here. What are the emotions? What's the nervousness? How do you keep everything in check on this day?
Woke up to the cannon shot earlier this morning and the redundant fireworks that come with it afterwards. So that usually gets the blood flowing pretty quick early this morning, and the nerves are high, right? But it's all for excitement. It's all for the hard work, preparation that we have for this event. That's the reason why the nerves are so high, and the fans filling into this place. It's an incredible feeling. So excited to get into this one. Are you more kind of a calm demeanor, anxious? Well, what does race day feel like leading up to that green flag? I try to be calm. Yeah. Of course you have some anxiety going into it. You're crazy if you don't, even for the fans and everyone that's working here. So it's a stressful time for us, but at the same time I'm trying to stay calm, trying to stay cool and collected. But I know anytime I feel like this, as soon as I get in the car and I turn on the engine, and all that feeling goes away. It's kind of like in the NFL, they always say that first hit. Once you get that first hit, when you go on the field, it all dissipates. So that's for us. It's starting the car, getting on track. All of it just dissipates. So then you got P25 Sunday. Obviously, it's a long race, 500 miles. What's kind of maybe the view of how you want to kind of attack the race? Strategically, we thinking about it. We want to move up in order. We're starting 25th, right? So we're not going to try and be heroes and drive to the front right in the first stint. That's not our game plan here. Our game plan is to be methodical and have a good cadence of picking off positions per stint to set us up for the best possible outcome later on in the race. And that means moving up in order and then playing the strategy right. That way we have the opportunity to do whatever we need to at the very end of the race.
Yeah, feeling good. It's been a lot of weather watching, wondering what carb day is going to look like, but race day is looking much, much better. So, just going through the normal process of what this week is, enjoying it, and staying focused on what's ahead Sunday.
I know you were a little disappointed with qualifying because you had the speed, you have the car, but you've seen before you can win from anywhere in this race. Are you comfortable with your position?
Yeah, I am. On the qualifying weekend, you get so dialed in and wrapped into that, and if I reflect on it, I'm still disappointed because I know we could have qualified higher, but at the end of the day, how much that changes our chances of winning or not, I think the opportunity is much the same. It's a 500-mile race, very hard. You've got to do a lot of things, have a lot of things go your way over 500 miles, so it's all still in front of us. No loss of confidence from that.
What do you most look forward to race day morning? Is that just such a buzz in the air, and then finally getting in the car as well. Like, what's your kind of
Yeah,
routine and how do you set?
I mean, getting in the car is the best part. You know, I mean, driver intros are fun, feeling that reaction and feeling the weight of the crowd. But you know, it's a long morning. You know, you get up early, even if you try to sleep in, and just waiting for it to start until you get in the car. You know, you're overthinking and, you know, not in control of anything. So the race starts the best part, and then you just get focused on what you're doing and executing lap by lap, stint by stint, and doing everything you can to position yourself for the end.
Being an Indiana guy, does this hold more weight, or is it just because it's the Indy 500?
Yeah, I've never felt like being home and you know, especially now just doing this race, you know, the Indy 500, there's not a person in this field that doesn't understand the significance of it. So I've never felt like it means more to one person or the other. You know, this is the best event in the world against anything. So, you know, the 33 of us that are in it all understand that, and it's a privilege for all of us to be here.
Well, hopefully the weather stays dry. That's everybody's hope. No, it's great. I think we are building up the momentum. Now it's coming very exciting. Fast Friday, Curve Day is coming up, and then the parade, and then of course on Sunday too. So, you know, we done everything we could, and on the Monday practice, at least it was kind of a happier place for me. It was a difficult, challenging last week practice. So I feel more positive, and we still need a little bit of adjustment, and hopefully we can run on Friday Curve Day.
You're right in the thick of it, where you're starting. But what's that hunger like? I'm sure you know you can win from there to get number 3 for you.
Yes, it's a bigger challenge now for sure. Last year we were a little bit better position. It's been a front row. Now this year, yes, it's really how can I say, extremely disappointed that the qualification had not gone through to the fast 12. However, I think the 4th row you still have a chance, and I think this race you can win even you are 33. I think every single driver has opportunity, every single team has opportunity to win the race. So let's just focusing what we need to do, and as a team, yes, I'm ready to go for the number 3.
What do you most look forward to race day morning and the day of the race?
Well, just the time to get into the car, really. There is a long process or procedure. After we all wake up in the 6 a.m. as gate open, and then jump in a car, we still have 5-6 hours to go through lots of other things. But, you know, by the time getting the car, it's become just kind of quiet, and we strip down to the car, and then we feel like, I don't know, it's kind of, when you go visor down, that is the time, my favorite time is coming. So I can't wait that moment, and hopefully, yeah, we can have a good race day.
Yeah, I'm very confident. I think you know, we haven't just focused on qualifying last week. We've also done a lot of race running. Also on Monday, got a good hour, just over an hour in. So yeah, I mean, I feel strong. I feel like I'm one of 5 like stronger cars in the field. You know, it's a very long race. Usually the first 100 laps, the car feels so much different than the last 100 laps. So just managing that, kind of, you know, getting a good feel, I think we can move forward and stay forward in the race.
What do you most look forward to race day morning, during race day, just in general?
Just get it over with, get it done. You know, we're talking about it all this whole week. We're kind of looking forward to it. You know, I have been ready. The team has been ready. Just finally doing what we're here for, what we're practicing for, what we're getting ready for. So just, I think that, you know, just the big race, getting it done, and yeah, hopefully celebrating a great result, whichever that might be.
What is the opportunity to have a chance to win a Indy 500 just mean to you, just to be here with that opportunity?
I think as long as you're here, you have a chance of winning the thing. It could be such a crazy race, so I know we've got the strategists to do it, we've got the pit crew to do it, I've got the car to do it, I've got the experience to do it. So yeah, I feel like we have a shot at it. That's just very important. I feel very confident going into it as well, but I don't feel like the only result that's good is winning this week, because there's so much that can happen. It's the 500. Scott Dixon is one of the greatest of all time. He's only won it once. He's been so close to it so many times. So, just knowing we can compete and we can be aggressive out front. That's basically all I need. And a great race is not defined necessarily by a win, but a win would definitely define a really successful race.
Yeah, it's been a very stress-free month for us. We've just been ticking our boxes, getting better and better every time we hit the track, we have a really good race car. I think I was a little bit disappointed with where we ended up in qualifying, just because I believed that we had more than 15th. But we'll just have to go out and show that in the race. We're known for moving forward in the races. I've done that both years here, and just looking forward to it.
Yeah, what do you most look forward to race day?
To moving forward, and having the chance to go win an Indianapolis 500. It's super special. It's once a year, and it's a chance to cement yourself into history. Just to have that chance is truly a privilege, and we'll just have to see what we can do with it. I'm very excited. I'm the most confident that I've ever been going into a 500, and just excited to get it going.
I'm looking forward to race day. The month's been rough. Qualifying didn't go the way we wanted it to. Obviously, starting on the last row is not ideal, and it's not because the car doesn't have speed in it. The car is naturally quick. We're too trim for qualifying, and the conditions of the day. Track temp skyrocketed, ambient temp went up, and as the later runs got to a level where our downforce level just wasn't enough. So really struggled in qualifying to get a balance, and only having one shot this year really hurt us. Any other year, we would have had another shot to go back out, try it again with more downforce on, and we took a risk, try and be towards the front, and it didn't pay out for us, unfortunately.
A lot of media before the race, obviously, and ultimately when the helmet goes on and the visor comes down, that's my comfy place. So I'm just sort of biding my time, doing what I can until then, and just staying cool, calm, and collected.
How's the month gone for you and your team so far? How do you feel about the car and everything that's going on?
I feel like the car has been strong right from the very first run on Tuesday last week. We've always been right there in the window, which is nice. It's tricky with the different conditions we get here in Indiana this month. It can be windy, cold, hot, you name it. Every day is different. So that's kind of tricky to stay on top of, especially, in a race car that goes a million miles an hour. The weather is our car is very sensitive to the weather. So I would say that's been the biggest challenge.
What keeps you centered on race day? How do you just kind of keep it while enjoying it all as well?
I try not to. I'm pretty low key. I don't want to go and socialize with half the paddock like I know a lot of guys do. And we have quite a few sponsor events and media events prior to the race, but ultimately I just like to stay with my team and my engineers and my friends essentially. So that's sort of what keeps me cool.
What is it about this place that means so much to every driver? And what is it for you that motivates you so much with this race?
It's the potential to do special things, Superman stuff. This race is very legendary, but ultimately it's a circuit that gives you the opportunity to do some pretty crazy stuff out there, just based on the nature of the track. It's high speed, super high speed, fast and flowing. So when you get into that rhythm and you get into that zone, then you can accomplish great things. So that's what gets me up in the morning.
500 miles obviously makes a long enduring race. What's going to keep us the frame of mind as you just try to go out and get through?
The frame of mind is one step at a time. It's a 500-mile race, but it's 5 or 6 pit stops. So you're just trying to maximize each stint and just do what you have to do each stint to get to the checkered flag first.
I mean, I felt awesome. Honestly, we've had a little bit of random stuff. No real like human error. If just something could go one way or the other. At least early in practice week, it felt like it was falling on a negative way. Qualifying was a little disappointing. We had an issue with our fifth gear. We were probably like 2 miles an hour slower than what we really thought we were going to be, which was obviously a huge bummer. The disqualification obviously didn't help either. But the bigger disappointment on qualifying day was what happened with our gearing. Going from 29th to 30th kind of is just unfortunate, really. It doesn't change anything. We were going to be aggressive on strategy, and I want to be aggressive when the opportunity is there on track. But otherwise, I love this. We spend all year trying to get ready for this. I'm very fortunate that we're getting to do another Indy 500. It's the only race I'm doing. I think that probably allows me a little bit of a... I'm not depleted with enthusiasm, not depleted with energy. Everybody rallies for the Indy 500, of course, but all month, all week, I've been pretty happy. We haven't brought any negative, baggage in. Really just here to try and, win the race. That's obviously objective number one. And I keep laughing and joking for someone who's not racing in Detroit. Like if we get rained out until Friday next week, I'm good with it. I want to extend, this month of May for as long as I can.
No, for sure. I think so far went pretty well. Obviously, we had the penalty in qualifying, but apart from that, I think we had a really good month, a really good car. The team did an awesome job since my first lap here, and it's definitely something else, this place. So just trying to enjoy and take everything at one time.
What are you most looking forward to on race day?
I would say the start of the race, but obviously I think the parade laps, let's see what they will do this time, because last year was pretty awesome with the Black Hawks doing the parade. So let's see what they will be up to this year. But obviously as a driver, you just try to be focused on the race start and the race itself, but try to enjoy a little bit being part of the race.
Have you been able to enjoy this month and everything that comes with it, or has it kind of been like drinking through a fire hose a little bit?
A little bit of both. I would say that I think in 2 weeks' time it will definitely sink in, and I will just understand how big is the race and how big it's just everything that we've accomplished the whole month. But so far you're just trying to focus on what you have to do every single day, because it's a little bit of a work every day at the track, trying to maximize the car, and obviously with some other media that you have to do, and sponsors and this kind of thing. So it's a lot for the drivers and for the teams, but I have a really good group behind me that's been doing really well, helping me. So I'm just enjoying as much as I can.
Busy, as I think everyone will say. But it's always a good busy. I think what's nice about this event is it's very well structured, very well organized, and kind of my first year was definitely overwhelming. This year's been a lot easier, just having a year of experience, and also there's a lot less things to do on your second year. With the rookie stuff, there's a lot of rookie things you're pulled around to, which are fun, but definitely time-consuming. So this year it's been a bit easier. Yeah, everyone works so hard. I mean, the guys that get it the worst, for sure, are the crew. They're working day in, day out. Every single driver here who was racing in the Swansea Grand Prix is now driving a different car for the 500, so they've been prepping 2 different cars, and then, we finished the race, and 3 days later we're driving up to Detroit. So, it's a busy time of year for the guys, so definitely I try my best to make sure that they are happy and healthy and fed well and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's important.
Yeah, it's starting to set in for sure. Just driving into the track this morning on 16th Street and seeing them start to put out the barricades and all that, definitely starts to get really exciting. I still don't believe it. Everything's still really surreal to me, to be completely honest. So, yeah, I'm sure as we creep into tomorrow and the rest of the weekend and the stands start to fill up, it's going to be pretty crazy, but I'm certainly getting excited.
It's been a really cool month overall, to be honest. Experiencing all the traditions off track as well, but just obviously getting through the training days, building up some confidence and trying to create as good of a package as we can as a team. So it's been really fun, and I think we're in a decent spot going to the race. We're starting pretty far back, but this race, everything can change so quickly, so you can win from any spot here, and I think that's a cool thing about it as well. So
it'll be it'll be a fun Sunday, hopefully.
Felt really good about our month so far. We've had a lot of really strong days of practice. Honestly, not very many weekdays and not very many days when we've gone backward, which I think is somewhat unusual here. So I feel like we've made a ton of progress through the month, had a really smooth time, not a lot of setbacks, and looking forward to continuing that this weekend.
Yeah, I felt really good about my car the whole month, really. I knew she didn't have the speed in qualifying, but I know that she's good in race stream, so just want to make sure that we had a bit of running in carb there. Of course, Monday we had a bit of an incident, so I had to change a few parts in the car. So I just want a few laps in it, just see how it goes, and from there go to Sunday. But very excited. I think the team has been doing a great job. I think we have a good plan of action, and hopefully that brings us as high as we can go.